we must be in harmony with ourself, attuned to our infinite intelligence. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. That quote is by Napoleon Hill, Mr. Napoleon Hill himself, from this book I read called Success Habits. Hello, welcome to Safe Space and welcome to your reading, Sagittarius. Let's get into it. There's a lot of energy coming in. Wonderful, exuberant, profound energies that are coming through, and I'm so excited. I would like to start us off with a prayer while I pull some affirmations for you guys. And then I have some notes here and some notes that I want to read to you, and then we will do a spirit oracle deck to check in with our energy, and then we will move on to tarot. Lots going on. Let's go ahead and start off with some deep breaths as I say this prayer. We're gonna slow it down. I'm getting like our Sagittarians, like, yes, we know what it's like to slow down. We know what it's like to take a breather and all of that. But what do I do with all of this energy? Let me just stand up and pray. Okay, here we go. Prayer for self-love. I'm going to shuffle actually while I say this. I hope that you guys, wherever you are, you're comfortable as you watch this. You are cozy, you are in bed, wherever you are in the world. Here's a prayer for self-love. Today, Creator of the universe, we ask that you help us to accept ourselves just the way we are without judgment. Help us to accept our mind the way it is with all of our emotions, our hopes and dreams, our personality, our unique way of being. Help us to accept our body just the way it is with all of its beauty and perfection. Let the love we have for ourselves be so strong that we never again reject ourselves or sabotage our happiness, freedom, and love. From now on, let every action, every reaction, every thought, every emotion be based on love. Help us, Creator, to increase our self-love until the entire dream of our life is transformed from fear and drama to love and joy. Let the power of our self-love be strong enough to break all the lies we were programmed to believe, all the lies that tell us we are not good enough or strong enough or intelligent enough, that we cannot make it. Let the power of our self-love be so strong that we no longer need to live our life according to other people's opinions. Let us trust ourselves completely to make the choices we must make. And with our self-love, we are no longer afraid to face any responsibility in our life or face any problems. Resolve them as they arise. Whatever we want to accomplish, let it be done with the power of our self-love. Amen. Starting today, help us to love ourselves so much that we never set up any circumstances that go against us. We can live our life being ourselves and not pretending to be someone else just to be accepted by other people. We no longer need other people to accept us or tell us how good we are. This is a long one. Because we know what we are. And with the power of our self-love, let us enjoy what we see every time we look in the mirror. And let there be a big smile on our face that enhances our inner and outer beauty. Help us to feel such intense self-love that we always enjoy our own presence, and let us love ourselves without judgment, because when we judge, we carry blame and guilt. We have the need for punishment, and we lose the perspective of your love. Strengthen our will to forgive ourselves in this moment. Clean our minds of emotional poison. Sometimes I like to call it slime to make it more animated. and self-judgments so we can live in complete peace and love. Let our self-love be the power that changes the dream of our life. And with this new power in our hearts, the power of self-love, let us transform every relationship we have, beginning with the relationship we have with ourselves. Help us to be free of any conflict with others. Let us be happy to share time with our loved ones and to forgive them for any injustice we feel in our mind. Help us to love ourselves so much that we forgive anyone who has ever hurt us in our life. Give us the courage to love our family and friends unconditionally and to change our relationships in the most positive and loving way. Help us to create new channels of communication in our relationships so there is no war of control. There is no winner or loser. Together, let us work as a team for love, for joy, for harmony. Let our relationships with our family and friends be based on respect and joy, so we no longer have the need to tell them how to think or how to be. This part is important. I want to clarify this and point this out to our Sagittarians. Let our romantic relationship be the most wonderful relationship. I actually also have it highlighted, so if you care. Let us feel joy every time we share ourselves with our partner. Help us to accept others just the way they are without judgment, because when we reject them, we reject ourselves, and when we reject ourselves, we reject you. Today is a new beginning. Help us to start our life over, beginning today with the power of self-love. Help us to enjoy our life, to enjoy our relationships, to explore life, to take risks, to be alive, and to no longer live in fear of love. Let us open our heart to the love that is our birthright. Help us to become masters of gratitude, generosity, and love so that we can enjoy all of your creations forever and ever. I know that was a pretty long one, but it's so worth it to start this reading. That was a prayer that I got off of a book called The Mastery of Love. I actually have it right here, you guys. It's by Don Miguel Ruiz. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with this book and you have read it as well. It's a really great book. And in the back of the book, it has a prayer for self-love and prayer for awareness. Excuse me. I picked the prayer for self-love because I feel like it goes into, resonates with what your reading is about, Sagittarius. And I feel like a whole lot of this has a lot to do with where you have been with yourself and your journey to self-actualization. Okay. Here are the affirmations that came up for you. Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I am also compelled to say that this reading is for any Sagittarians and anyone who has Sagittarius placement in their chart, okay? Acceptance, and heavy emphasis also on our rising Sagittarius. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Okay. And then the last one is death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And we know that, you know, when death comes up in any readings and even in tarot readings, it's, you know, it's never always, I don't want to assume that it is bad. You know, death can also mean that there is new doors that is to open, beginnings that is to happen. Death only means that something needs to die in order for something to come to light. The cycle of life. What needs to go, and what needs to be in the light needs to be back in the light. Whatever has been shunned now has to come back to life, come back to light and to life, because it was always there to come to life. What needs to end because it serves no purpose, no longer serves any purpose. It no longer serves us any justice. So in this journey of self-actualization, Sagittarius, what you have learned is what is important to me. What can I do for myself? What can I do to get to the next level, even if it means leaving people behind? And setting things straight for myself, even if I need to leave people behind. That may seem a little harsh for some of us to really face at this time, and could be very challenging, but it is part of your journey to self-actualization. And I feel like that's a theme, right? Life needs to fall apart in order for it to reconstruct itself. Change needs to happen in order for life to come back, to reconstruct itself, for growth to happen, endings, death. It gets messy. Nothing is ever perfect, especially in relationships. And we're going to go into that. I feel like this reading, your reading, has a lot to do with relationships and how it has been for you in your relationships, whether that would be romantic and non-romantic. I feel like it has a lot to do with romantic as well. I also don't want to start this reading by saying like there are a lot of divorces happening, but there are in fact a lot of divorces happening. Okay. Again, life needs to fall apart in order for it to come back to reconstruct itself, for it to come back into alignment, if you will. Acceptance. I am learning to accept that things that I cannot change, right? And for a lot of us Sagittarians, we're really learning, and this is like heavy discipline on what is leaving us and what is staying in our life. And I feel like this prayer for self-love was definitely a great start to your reading, because this is what it's been about for you. Letting yourself flourish in the most highest, profound, authentic way. This is about growth. This is about purpose, your purpose, getting aligned with your purpose. This is about your inner happiness. I'm going to tap into you guys' energy by using our Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Ooh, should we take that? Okay. Ooh, I'm also going to pull up another one. Okay. Your energy speaks. Okay, this is what I'm getting. And it's very loud. It is very clear. I'm getting like crystallized, actualized, right? Alchemized. Beautiful. It feels bright and clear, and maybe it's just my coffee that I just had. I don't know, but I feel a lot of like authenticity, improvement, heavy emphasis on improvement that comes with your energy. I have the Orca Whale, adventure, dare to do things differently, authenticity, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence, be loyal, heavy emphasis on confidence. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. For some of you, I'm getting like your looks these days are very like rock and roll-ish. Heavy emphasis on the color black, very edgy, lots of black mixed in with like bright colors. That's beautiful. I love that. I'm also getting like you're getting creative with your looks, your wardrobe. You may be stepping into this season, cleaning out your closet, and you're going through your looks, your outfits, and you're like, okay, that's gotta go. This has to stay. You're just kind of like in that cycle of like getting rid of it, donating, and then keeping the things that you want. You're like being very picky. I'm having this like image of someone like sitting on the floor and like going over like the color coordination. Like you're kind of just organizing it, color coordinating it, you know? The other one is Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Good luck will follow. I feel like this correlates with the energy of self-actualization, because you have been putting all of your focus in bettering yourself. And I'm getting a lot on like your psychology. You're learning a whole lot about psychology. You may be taking up a psychology class. Something that has to do with psychology, something that has a lot to do with like counsel, you know, whether that be counseling yourself, getting to know more of your psychology. You're getting more interested in how, and not just how your life is going for you, but the more you get to know more of how your life is in and out in your day-to-day, you now have the insight, and you tapping into your curiosity, you're thinking to yourself, wow, like if this is happening to me, I wonder what's happening to other people. You know, that kind of curiosity, like that light bulb, like, getting more curious about if I have improved in this area of my life, how much more can I improve if I just keep going? Perseverance, right? Adventure, exactly. You're having to connect with your body in such a profound way. Energetically, you just keep rising. And then this comes back to self-actualizing, being in, I'm getting like a state of meditation. Like you're just in this energy of like plowing through and getting so curious. The courage to like step out and trying new things and interacting with different groups of people. And this time around, you're just like, there's no fear there. It's like a go hard or go home type of energy. Am I saying that correctly? And at the same time, you're also getting in touch with your intuition and being really honest with embracing your vulnerability at the same time. And that comes with having to get to know your psychology too, right? It goes deeper. Our body can correct itself in the most profound way. I have the Queen of Wands, bottom of the deck. This energy, this card reminds me so much of our Sagittarians. This is about action. This is about passion. This is about this fiery energy that just keeps plowing through and you keep gaining and regaining. Okay, heavy emphasis on that. Heavy emphasis on possibilities, vulnerability. Vulnerability is key, is what I'm getting here. My notes here, it's just like everywhere. Improvement also is key here. Let's get into tarot. As far as our relationship goes, I think that the more that you give yourself self-empowerment, the more that you gain self-empowerment, Sag, this is also what you're sharing and you're pouring out into your relationships around you, and not just like your romantic relationship, but this is about pouring into your family. I'm getting brother and sister, mother, father, grandmother. This is you having to pour into your friends. Whatever you had gathered in a time of self-actualizing and alchemizing, you now sharing and spreading that energy to your family and friends. And the more that you gain self-empowerment, are you pouring this into the people around you? And that is what is so inspiring, so inspiring about you. Believe it. It will save you and others as well, believe it or not. When we keep our self-esteem, most importantly, when we keep our nervous system regulated, you know, anything is possible. Anything you put your mind to is possible as long as your nervous system is regulated, correct? There are some things that need to happen in order to maintain a healthy relationship for you, Sag, and this is about self-empowerment. This is about literally leaving the toxic outside of your bubble, okay? I have the Hanged Man bottom of the deck, or the Hanged Man that popped up, sorry about that. I'm getting like insight. You're just like, aha, like moments of aha, moments of like, oh, got it. Moments of like, oh, okay, if I just put that and that together, 2, 1 and 2, and then connect it. It's like connecting the dot. It's like putting a puzzle together. It's like that. You have like moments of like, aha, moments of like insight. And you're just like, oh, got it. This is why this person is this. This is why this situation is this. And this is why this relationship is not working for me. I just got ringing in my ear. I believe it was on my left ear. People are talking about you. I don't want to say that they're talking about you in a very bad way. Excuse me. I don't want to say that they're speaking of you in an unwholesome way. But perhaps you're impressing a lot of people. You are in full activation, if you will. Chakras aligned from your root chakra all the way to your crown chakra. You're in full activation with your crown chakra because of this. This takes away the ego, this unhealthy ego. This takes away the unhealthy pride. This takes away jealousy. This takes away envy. You are in fact, in full state of meditation because you're just seeing life for what it is. No judgments, no labels, no criticisms. You aren't even really labeling yourself or criticizing yourself or judging yourself in any way also. You are in a state of acceptance. Self-empowerment, self-acceptance, heavy emphasis on self-acceptance. What comes with having to embrace your vulnerability and sharing and expressing your vulnerability to other people? You're opening doors at the same time you're doing that. I think that is the big misconception in our culture, that in having to suppress our vulnerability, there's just power. Am I making sense? That was a confirmation. I don't know if you guys heard that. In having to suppress our vulnerability, we just have power, but it's not like the power, the inner power that we hold. It's not the inner strength. It doesn't come from our journey. It doesn't come from our experiences. It's just power over people. But where does the power come from, and what is that power defined as? Because if we think about it, our culture has shaped and has always been, I feel, to be a very power-oriented place. Superiority over you, superiority over this company, superiority over this person, superiority over this family member, superiority over this friendship, superiority over this relationship, this romantic relationship. Where's the love in that? Sagittarius says, where is the actual genuine authentic love that comes with that power? Because to our Sag, power means and is rooted, power actually is in fact rooted in our vulnerabilities, self-acceptance, self-improvement. Today I learned that we don't actually really need confidence to face the world. Today I learned that having a regulated nervous system plus being comfortable in your own body and your own body and skin equals confidence. Through your experiences, are you gaining confidence because you know yourself to be true and you know your experiences to be true? Therefore, you gaining that confidence, and that confidence turns into power. Not the power where you have power and control over people. It's the power that you hold within yourself because it's the very thing that is true, if you will. This is, in fact, going back to what I was saying, acceptance. I was looking at abundance because you have abundance here as well. But leading us up to abundance, right? When you're being true to yourself, attracting the same thing as you are. So what I'm getting here in your relationships is that to maintain a healthy relationship, it starts with us. It starts with me, you getting rid of the toxicity and the unwholesomeness outside your bubble. You now declaring and demanding this actually has to go because it serves me no purpose. So what you are trying to take from me, what jealousy and envy that you carry in your heart actually has nothing to do with me. Because what I've been trying to do this whole time is trying to gain a lot of self-empowerment that you perhaps was trying to take from me. Now, I don't want to have to bring that up because I do believe that we all deserve to have a positive reading. But it hasn't actually been a very positive environment for all to live in. Does that make sense? Wherever you are in the world, how your government is programmed to be. I just know my self-government. Like, I've only really gotten to know what my self-government is like and then sharing that with the world. I think I just got really fucking tired of what the government is actually programmed to be because it actually isn't helping humanity. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, courage. You are placed in that energy, Sagittarius. And we are inspired by that. You, in fact, inspire a lot of people with your self-esteem. And again, coming back to being more in acceptance, okay? Letting that part of you grow, flourish into the natural state it should be, it is, okay? And then giving you this sense of fulfillment in your life, and that is also what you are actually pouring into your relationships. Okay, I guess we can go back to it. Going back to what I was saying about divorces. That is in fact happening, and I'm getting that energy too. Loud noises of screaming and yelling and back and forth, bickering and bantering. Is that a word? I have the Fool here. For some of you, what I'm getting here is you are getting yourself out of that. Remember when I was saying about removing toxins out of your bubble? Okay, you have this big bubble. This is your energy right here. Sometimes we think that our energy is right here, when in fact it's like this. So when we take out the toxins out of our bubble, how much room you're creating, you're making space for actual, like for good. I'm thinking of like feng shui, like how you set up your place, how your room is set up, how your home is set up. Your home is actually a reflection of your energy, correct? And whatever you're bringing into your home, that is in fact in your own bubble. So what I'm getting here is that if your partner, if the relationship is actually not serving you any purpose, any justice, Sagittarius, you're over here like, bye. I'm starting all over. Or you can go. I keep my home, you go. You go find your place and I stay here because I pay for this. That's the energy I'm getting. And then for some of you, it's like plowing through, getting to know your psychology, self-empowering yourself. And it's great because your partner is also reflecting that energy back to you, and you're reciprocating it's like bouncing back on each other because you are in fact in the same frequency. So you're grabbing onto each other's energy. Does that make sense? So whatever you're giving, you are also receiving, vice versa. So is in alignment with where you are, your purpose. And that's where growth starts to happen, but you're growing together, not separated. And then for some of you, you are just so completely comfortable in where you are, singled out. I'm getting like you don't actually have to be in a relationship, a romantic relationship, to be in complete happiness and complete peace. I'm not like harping on the ones who are in a romantic relationship. I think it's great that you can find someone that you can be in complete harmony with. I think that's beautiful. I think that should be more of a thing that, I think that should happen more to a lot of us. Not getting into toxic relationships all the time. And I usually do not use the word toxic on my channel, but I guess we're going to use it now because it has become a very toxic place. Okay. I'm not saying that having a romantic relationship is bad, but it is bad if it's not serving you any justice or purpose. Yes? So to be single and to be comfortable in being single and to be comfortable in being independent, 3333 on the timestamp when I said that. At the same time, being in harmony with your energy, being in harmony with your purpose, that's great. Until you find that perfect fit that can match that energy. It gets messy. But nothing is ever perfect. So if you're single and you're trying to find a relationship that you can be in harmony with your purpose, with your values, everything that's going for you in your life, you are on that path. It gets lonely, okay, is what I'm getting. But you would rather feel that way alone than be with somebody who makes you feel alone in that relationship. Yeah, I've experienced that myself, and it's not a very pretty, I hated myself in it. You don't want to be in that kind of relationship where it's just like suffocating you, okay? A relationship should be a equal give and take in the same harmony. Even more, I pour to you, you pour into me, but even more, right? And then for us who are in a relationship, and complete fulfillment and growing together, you are in fact giving each other the empowerment that you absolutely need. Coming back to what I was saying here, perseverance. When there are some things that need to happen in order to maintain a healthy relationship, and it's about self-empowerment. Because when you give yourself self-empowerment, are you also giving that energy back to your partner, and your partner's honing in on that energy, and your partner's like, wow, inspired, as they should be. Now, if they're not, then there's something wrong there, right? Then there are some things to question there. Beautiful. I want to pull up some numbers for you guys before I wrap this up, Sag. Thank you for this reading. Ooh. Okay, the number 8. I'm getting infinite possibilities, like right off the bat. That's what I got from that. Right off the bat. I'm getting I am enough. Knowing we are enough. Ooh, that is a perfect, that could be an affirmation, right? Perfect affirmation for you and your partner. Knowing we are enough. I'm getting for some of you also that you are also dating a Sagittarius, okay? What a powerful relationship, partnership. Ooh, I have the Queen. I'm getting somebody is pregnant. Congratulations. I got the number 8 also. Your birthday could be on the 8th, or your partner's birthday could be on the 8th. Comment on that if that is a thing. And then the number 10. You guys are planning to have a family. You guys are also moving in together. I feel like I'm hearing this is the time to do that. Sag, thank you for this reading. You guys, if you want any personal readings, hit me up. All of my information will be down in the description box below. Just send me like a quick story and I will email you back. Also, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, comment, share, do whatever. And I so wholeheartedly thank you guys for supporting this channel, and all the love and support that you guys have been showing means so much to me. Keeping up with this algorithm and reaching out to the rest of us would also be very, very much appreciated. Take care of yourselves, Sagittarius, and thank you for this wonderful energy. I will see you guys in the next. Much love.